Hey everyone, this is a replay from TenguBlade. He is playing the Sinop in Narai, and he is dropping solo into the queue with puppies. Now, when you do that, you can have both extremes and anything in the middle. He mentioned there was one game where he ended up with a division of players in the same clan with, well, stats that weren't all that great. And they all died to either the first or second wave. So that's pretty much as bad as you can get for a Narai game there. But also, you can get games like this one, and you can see the result he gets in this game. And obviously with Sinop Battleship this version, you can one-shot the Wyoming. Now he plays a very aggressive game to basically max out his EXP farm, I would assume. And he does not use the routes I showed off before in land replays. I tried to use a route that is relatively safe, but here he is actually taking some risk in the route he takes as well. And he does communicate with some of the teammates, as you saw. Well, there's no guarantee that they'll listen and respond to you. You can still try and see if they will, and if they cooperate, things could go significantly better than if you didn't try at all. Now here is the part of the route which I would consider risky, as he is approaching south right along the path that the Emil and Emerald take and will cross next to him, which basically means he will possibly be subject to torpedoes. Whereas I go off, my path goes east a little more and is relatively a safer way to go and avoid torpedoes. See, he is slowing down and turning here. And he managed to dodge all the torpedoes fired at him by the cruisers. And then the other part of the risk here is showing a lot of your side, even if angled to the Missouri. And eventually you're going to pass broadside to the Missouri. And if it's looking at you, that's not a good thing. This is also why I describe it as really aggressive.
Истребитель взлет произвел.
And another part here why I say it's aggressive and somewhat risky is he doesn't wait for the rest of the fleet to catch up here. He just dives straight into the bay without properly scouting where the Campbelltown is, whether the Nicholas is going to be staying inside. But looking from the smoke, obviously I can't hit M to see the larger map, but it's pretty clear the smoke extends all the way to the exit. And the Nicholas will not be staying inside and will be north on the outside, so he doesn't need to be concerned about that. But what he does need to be concerned about, though, is the Campbelltown here.
Вражеский эсминец уничтожен.
With his turning in towards the Campbelltown, he dodged the torpedoes, but if you're not careful, not watching your surroundings, you could very well have taken a torp.
Вражеский крейсер уничтожен. Destroy all enemy warships. Ship commanders. I cover.
And then another thing to keep in mind, while I prefer to hang back a little bit to avoid having torpedoes sent at me by the Omaha and the Farragut, he yet again charges straight in.
All enemy transport ships were destroyed.
At this point, the Farragut likely has its torpedoes loaded, and there's definitely a risk of having torpedoes being sent at him.
Вражеский эсминец уничтожен.
one other thing that's also considered risky is you're playing with puppies solo queuing.
Неполадки устранены.
If you have if you have a set of players that aren't quite as skilled, you may not want to be charging to the front and possibly getting yourself sunk, as you can't necessarily depend on the random teammates you get to survive and win the battle for you. That's one other risk that he took. If these ships had focused him down.
Пожарная тревога.
His aggressive play, though, in this game definitely paid off, and you can see for yourself what his final damage number is at the end.
Неполадки устранены. Пожарная тревога. Вражеский крейсер потоплен.
Now for myself, I don't have damage numbers like these very often, but then I'm usually playing in a very experienced group of players for operations. So I'm minimizing the risks of something going bad. What do you think of this game that he's had? And if anyone has some good operations replays they want to send, just let me know. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.